Hey, I'm Brad McKoy. Thanks for checking out this video. Today I want to talk to you about the essence of discipleship. I got to be real honest with you. When I was growing up, even though I grew up in church, I had no idea what discipleship was. I'm not just trying to be funny. When I heard that word discipleship, I thought about the boat that Jesus rode around with Peter, James, and John. I just didn't have a clue. But actually, making disciples is a really essential part of following Jesus. It's not something that only certain people can do. You don't have to go to seminary and you don't need to be ordained. Jesus actually says, if you follow me, I'll make you become fishers of men. And then as he's leaving his disciples to go back to heaven, he says, hey, here's what I'm asking you to do. Here's what I'm commissioning you to do. Go make disciples of all nations. So discipleship is important and it's essential. And one of the things, even though I was in ministry for a number of years, I recognized I still didn't know what making disciples was all about. I went through different phases. I thought, well, hey, maybe there's a series of books that we can read together or some kind of program. But here's essentially what I want to say. Discipleship is never a program. It's a relationship where I can make a commitment to point someone to Jesus. I'm committed to that in the relationship, and I'm committed to the person that I'm going to be willing to walk that out with them. So what does this actually look like? It's not something that I can do just on a Sunday morning by delivering a good message to my church or in a small group on a Tuesday night. Discipleship transcends just a weekly one-on-one meeting at a coffee shop. It really is about inviting someone to share life with you as you commit to follow Jesus. Every discipling relationship I've had over the last 20 years has had its ups and downs. It's had ebbs and it's had flows. And the one thing I found is there is no formula for discipleship, but there is some basic framework that you can have by looking at the life of Jesus and pointing people to his attitudes, his actions, and his words as being the primary source for what our life as followers of Jesus can really look like. It's crazy. I was in ministry for a long time and had all kinds of good thoughts and Christian principles and even a Christian worldview. But over the last several years, I've been struck by the scripture in Hebrews chapter 12, 1 and 2, where it instructs us to look to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. And what I realized is I was pointing people to a lot of good thoughts. I was pointing people to a lot of good morals. And it's not that I want people to make bad choices or immoral choices, but I will tell you, the best of my morality can never have the transforming power that the life of Jesus does and the good news of Jesus does. Discipleship is not just about evangelism and reaching the lost. Discipleship is about identifying key relationships in your life where you're inviting that person, whether they're a believer or a non-believer, you're inviting that person, hey, come follow Jesus with me. Come, Paul said, follow me as I follow Jesus. Imitate me as I imitate Jesus. And there's a place of courage and confidence that is required for discipleship. And that courage and confidence doesn't come because we haven't figured out. It comes because we've learned how to lock eyes with Jesus. We have learned how to fix our focus on him and then invite somebody else into that journey. So whether you've been making disciples for years or whether you are just thinking about taking this bold and courageous step into being intentional about sharing your journey with Jesus with others, I want to say, go for it. I want to say you will not regret pointing to Jesus with your life. You will not regret inviting other people into your journey of following Jesus. Hey, I hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, check out our other discipleship videos. We really want to help provide tips and things that we've learned along the way with you to encourage you along in your journey with the Lord and with others. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.